So just like anything else, the best way to lower your UPS shipping rates would be the first thing is get detailed reports on what you're shipping currently, all the characteristics, what your average costs are by service level, and also what your average discounts are. Take a look at those. If you last negotiated a contract about 6 to 9 months ago, 9 months is usually a pretty good time frame to go ahead and maybe call in the rep and see if there's areas of opportunity to optimize that contract. The first thing you do want to do is make sure you get a good handle on what you've spent and how you spent it and where your dollars are actually going. Because while you think that maybe the majority of my spend is in ground, you might be surprised to see that a lot of your charges are actually going to surcharges, whether it's the residential surcharge or the delivery area surcharge, or maybe even things like late payment fees with UPS. And that's one thing that FedEx doesn't currently have. They haven't implemented a late payment fee, which is one thing you want to take into consideration as well. So taking a look at all that data and then being able to have a good idea of where you want to lower your cost, and then bring that back to your account manager and say, hey, what's an opportunity here to optimize my contract? So from a software standpoint, Lojistic can help with our third-party shipping software, or the platform that we would use to help you basically rate your packages and also do a net rate comparison between the two carriers. So based on the characteristics of each package and taking a look at where the package is going, where it's coming from, taking that all into account, the system will spit out the net rate for both carriers. If hopefully you've got net rates for both carriers. If you're using a rate shopping system like a Lojistic platform, you would want to have net rates, and you'd be rate shopping net versus net, and the fallout will be basically the best rates for both, and that will take into account size-related surcharges and also distance-related surcharges. Your net result will be the net rate, so you can pick and choose between the best rate. Second to that is the time in transit, any requirements you have there. We also offer services that would help you basically negotiate your FedEx and UPS shipping rates. That service is our parcel rate services, and we help customers basically take a really strategic approach to negotiating their UPS contract or their FedEx contract and lowering both the UPS and FedEx shipping rates. So indirectly, the best way to describe it would be your relationship with your account manager is as important as your relationship with basically the driver that comes to pick up your packages, maybe even more, in that your relationship with your account manager kind of drives their knowledge on your account. So the more the account manager knows about your account, the better he will or she will be able to describe what they need and why they need it when it comes to pricing. So if you didn't know this, your local account manager doesn't really have any pricing authority at all. The only thing they can do is submit requests for pricing, and along with that submission is maybe a detailed write-up. If the account manager doesn't know your account, doesn't know the details on your shipment characteristics, it would be really hard for them to understand your business, your requirements, and why they're asking for the discounts they're asking for, and also why you deserve to have the discounts you're asking for, or that they're asking for, really. So the relationship with the carrier's account manager is very important in that it lets them understand your business, your needs, and any requirements you have, and ultimately lets them be able to write the best story about your account that they can, and then get you the best discounts that they can.